didn't get that either.
That you've been
You want to be the lead person?
No.
You want my job, man?
No.
Usually I'm good at understanding Martine, but this escaped me. I have no idea what
Dude,
you said.
I don't even like to be on screen.
All right. Is that why in the photo there you're edging off the frame? I don't know what happened there. I don't know how you got moved so far away. You look like you're going off screen.
He wants to give us some privacy, I think.
Yeah. Let's run away to the left.
He's like, get a room. Get a room, you two. All right. Here we go.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you?
To watch the latest Pop Culture Minefield.
There are few things that compare to the genre films of the 80s. That is why Pop Culture Minefield wants to dedicate itself to a new series. Today we start that series with the best fantasy films of the 1980s.
Man,
Dude.
that guy was dramatic.
How did you convince Optimus Prime to do that?
That's easy.
Pretty cool, huh?
Hello?
Hello?
No. Everybody went silent.
No.
Dead
I said that's
silent.
pretty cool.
Ah.
Are you okay?
I asked Tom. Tom is sick today. That's why we had to do this instead of Gremlins 2. He was like, I'm assuming it's going out both ends.
Oh, I hope it's that
Don't.
one-day virus.
I just hope it's not norovirus. What I hope.
Oh,
I hope it's just a
gosh.
simple. I just hope it's a simple bug. But boy, norovirus will kick your ass.
I know, it did kick mine back when I was still in Croatia, remember? I was out.
Oh yeah,
That was
that
bad,
week.
man.
That week when you were a nightmare.
I don't remember. I had such a
Trying to
such a
get
high
water
fever.
into you. I was trying to keep you hydrated. And you're like, no. But you can do this. No. And I'm like on the other end of the phone, like, oh, what? No, you got to listen to me.
Oh, you
No.
didn't even have my address, so you couldn't
I
even send me
want
the
you. No.
ambulance or something.
Yeah, I did. I got a hold of a friend of yours and mine that was in Croatia, and he gave me a general idea. I knew where you lived, so I'm looking, and then all of a sudden I realized the only thing close to a 911 goes to police dispatch, and I don't know how fascistic those cops are there in Croatia.
No, I'm
And
pretty
so
sure
I
Croatia
decided-
has a line for the ambulance too, like Australia.
Well, I
has.
just decided to not risk your freedom
Thank you. How nice.
and let you die in peace.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my caring future husband.
That's me.
Yeah. I'm doomed.
Doomed.
Speaking
Well,
of doomed, where's
you
Shanapki?
walk into that trap yourself. Nobody
I
pushed
know.
you.
Well, Danny did by dragging me onto this channel.
Yeah. Blaming other
Almost
people.
3 years ago. Can you believe that?
Just remember, every time you point at somebody, you got 3 fingers back at you. And a thumb
That's
pointing
true.
somewhere. I don't know where it's
Yeah,
going.
to random bystanders.
Bystanders like, and the thumb pointing at that guy. Let's go beat him. So I'm trying this new thing. Lauren got me. It's called
Vitamin water.
vitamin
Yes,
water.
that's nice. I love
It's
it.
got raspberry dark chocolate. And I thought, oh, this is either going to taste really good or it's going to taste like shit. And I took a gulp and went, holy crap, that's got a great
it's
aroma.
I
It really
can't
smells
imagine
good.
drinking chocolate flavored stuff.
That's
It's only a hint. You taste the raspberry, and then there's a hint of chocolate, dark chocolate with it.
Okay.
I tell you, that product, that brand is awesome. I haven't crossed the first flavor that I haven't liked.
I'm thinking
Yeah, we
about
have-
creating a new thing to put at the top of the chats for shows. Is drop a tip to keep Gary from being extra or to make Gary extra gay.
Drop the teeth.
Yeah, drop the tip and just the tip. And I'll call it just the tip. That should be what it's called, just the tip. Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, there's a clip from Archer that goes with that.
I wonder why YouTube doesn't promote us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't give two shits about this channel. And by the way, I got another claim against my own music again. And this time I wrote in my what do they call it when you argue want to have a review? I wrote to him, I said, you guys keep claiming music that I own the rights to. And how do we stop this from happening? This needs to stop because you keep doing this. And so I'm hoping I'll get a response.
Oh, you won't.
Yeah, that's what I think.
So I put it out there yesterday.
Run by idiots.
I'll show you what I did. Share screen. Present. Share screen. There's one. Okay, what the fuck just happened? I went to share and then yours came up and it kicked mine out.
I don't know.
Yours was there for a brief moment and then it went away.
I didn't touch. I haven't touched
Gary,
anything.
Gary, that's StreamYard fucking up. It did it to me when we watched these videos earlier.
Oh, it just did it again.
It unshared without me doing it.
Wait. Let me remove the slideshow.
I'll try it a different way. Hold
Okay.
on, no. I'll try.
No, do it.
I did it
now.
a different way.
Now.
So here it is. So I post this up there, asking people that are friends of mine that are interested in involved in music, like Brian. Brian's doing a review of my album, the entire album, all 26 songs.
Because it's 26 now.
There's rock, R&B, soft rock, soul, funk, new wave. It's got everything. And I got a few people. Manuelle is one of them. She did a review. And she wrote me today just raving about the album. That it just really hit her.
What's her favorite song? Did she tell you?
I'm not going to share what she said, so I'm going to close my screen. I think that's rude.
I'm just wondering what's her favorite because she got so emotional.
Yeah, she got emotional. She cried on some of the songs. It was so bad. No, I mean...
You know, I cry when you play them to me. I'm usually the first person to hear them because you're still working on them when you play them. And holy shit. Hey, War Monkey.
Hey, War Monkey, what's up, buddy? So I'm asking any of my friends that are into music that have a presence on Twitter, Facebook, what have you, that want to review and write a review. I'm asking to write a review for my new album. And it's on my Twitter page. It's pinned to the top. Emmanuelle, what did she say? Was her favorite. She said quite a few names, but where is it? She said this. It's so personal, raw, and it reflects the artist's true emotions in life in the way you wrote that. Your music deserves recognition. And she wrote, is it up higher? Maybe it's higher in the comments. In summary, I loved all the songs, even the ones I didn't mention. So where did she mention? Here it is. Certain songs really transported me. You just want to close your eyes and let yourself be carried away in that universe. It's dreamy, like Building on the Science, Phantom Love. She really appreciated Let You Go. That's when she got really emotional listening
God.
to.
That one's intense.
As for the songs that moved me to tears, Closer to You, No Dinosaur, House of Love, and Always Your Girl. That's one of the songs about my daughter. It's good to see you, Monkey. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. It's Saturday, and Tom is sick as a dog. If you get a chance, please go send Tom a message of hoping that he gets to feeling better. Because man, those GI fucking flus are just the worst. Hi, Penny.
Hey, Penny.
Hello, Penny.
Oh, birthday party.
Happy birthday, Penny's grandson.
That's awesome. God, 4 years old. That's right about the age where you start to really dislike them.
God.
It's not quite though. They call it the terrible twos, but I never had a problem with 2. 4 is where she started learning no really heavily. And I would just look at her and I would say, I just said do that. And you do not want to say no to me. And it was so funny. But Zoe is still like my bestie. She's my best little buddy until she hit about 13, 14. And then all of a sudden she became a psychotic person, and I would have to threaten her with things like, I will take you out of this world. And then best of all, I can make another one just like you.
You don't say that to your kid. That's fucked up, man.
I didn't say that to her. That's what my dad said to me, basically. It's what Bill Cosby joked about. And my dad said something just like that to me, pointing a gun at me when I was a young man. It was right before I got kicked out. Technically, he wanted me to come back, and I refused. So it's kind of between kicked out and I left. So, but I miss my dad. I would love to just have an argument with him right now. I loved how we would debate. And I loved
Do you
how
think he would like me?
we would
Or would he
talk.
give
Oh,
you-
I got
Or
to
would
tell
he
you
give you
something.
shit for being with a younger woman?
No, he would love you. He didn't like many of the women I was with.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I know that.
But he loved Kathy Grayson. She was the one that Mike, Jim, and I all had feelings for. And she tended to gravitate towards me, but nothing was ever going to happen with her. She was a hippie. She was a hippie chick. She wanted free love. And my dad just like, that young lady, she is intelligent and she is absolutely hot. And but he would really dig you. One, you speak German, that would just like his eyebrows would go up with that. Oh, really? And then you would get to correct his Germanic
A
grammar.
nice German at that.
And
Oh
he
my
spent the time. He was in Germany, by the way, and he got around very well speaking German. And so anyway, hey, Parrot Head, did you get that thing I sent you? I'm gonna get that fucking video clip. I swear to God, every time you, Andy, or Tim, you guys are constantly messaging me and sending me photos and stuff
During
during
a
the
show.
Hey, did you get that thing I sent you?
Yeah, social's closed, guys.
Let me go see what it was. You sent it.
Oh, here we go.
I'm assuming you sent it through Twitter. So, which group did you send it to? Well, I'll just go through them. Looking through them.
Probably
Not
to you
seeing it
personally.
yet. There it is. Oh, you sent it to me personally. Making 90. Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo. So McKinney's talking about that today? When's he talking about it? I don't see when he's talking about it. I've tried to, because Mac and I want to like hang out. sometime, and I can never figure out where he's streaming. I followed his channel, and it says he's streaming. He'll say he's streaming, and then I'll go look, and I can't find anything on YouTube. Oh,
Hey,
that's a
Joe.
meme of Matinee. Okay.
Hey, Joe.
Joe's in the house, so
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Yeah, why is he not on here though? You were
Where
so
are
excited
you
about
going?
being a part of the Saturday show.
he has
Joe.
work on Saturday.
I thought he switched that out and got the weekend off. He told us that, and then he was excited to finally be able to stream on Saturdays with us. And then he did it like once or twice. So what about that, Joe?
She's letting into you, Joe. You better defend yourself, mister.
Yeah, I'm the lady
my
boss
God.
here, so I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus,
Oh my
it went to your head fast.
gosh. By the way, Joe,
I've been
you
with
are
that
out now.
monkey for 2.5 years.
He is now officially on our thumbnails. I'm not sure which one it starts with. I included that picture. of
Entebbe.
him.
Right
Is
on
it
Entebbe.
Entebbe?
Yeah.
That's the next one. That's set for Monday.
It's whatever we're watching this coming Monday is I think he's on that one.
That's that Entebbe.
It's oh wait, no, it's Universal Soldier and Entebbe he's on.
Yeah, and Entebbe is this Monday, this coming Monday. And we still have to watch that.
So I hear. What is this? What is this? I'm sorry, I'm getting messages over on my left from Stream Elements. Oh,
Okay.
they're updates. Okay, they're giving me updates. All right, that's cool. So we are going to be talking today about a nice little film called Ladyhawke, and I think it's funny that John Wood, the actor that plays the Cardinal in this, the villain, went from Falcon to Hawk.
He did?
Because his name was Falcon in War Games.
War Games.
With Matthew Broderick. And then he does another movie with Matthew Broderick, and this time it's Ladyhawke. So he went from Falcon to Hawk. He likes those predatory birds. Coincidence? I think not. So
Remember what they named his character Falcon.
yeah, for Stephen Hawking.
Hawks, Falcons. So he's back to the roots.
Yeah, they didn't even hide it. In fact, originally he was supposed to be in a wheelchair. And then he also did the voice of the computer, which sounds like Stephen Hawking. Hello, Joe.
Oh my God.
We should do that. We should like get a speak and spell version of that. And anytime Joe pops up in the chat, go, hello, Joe.
Dude. In the same
Now, I will
manner,
tell you, this is important. Back it up here. Go ahead, Martin.
in the same manner in which the TARDIS was broken and has been doomed to keep that external image forever. Imagine if a Terminator suffers from a fall and can only speak on that voice from now and then.
Right.
Come with me if you want to leave. Dude, nobody's going to take you seriously.
Yeah, it's like, could you, like, the thing that he always joked about Stephen Hawking is like, one of these days I'm going to get a speak and spell type thing that sounds like he's English because he's English. So Michael Thomas and Edward Karma did rewrites of the script. Edward did the first script, and then Tom Mankiewicz was brought in kind of because he's close friends with Richard Donner. And he was brought in because he worked on Superman 1 and Superman 2. And he was brought in to basically script doctor this and fix the script. And I got to tell you, I think they did a fantastic job. Structurally, story-wise, I love this film. I love everything about this film except the fucking soundtrack. They shouldn't have. That was Richard Donner that pushed for having
Techno rock.
what is no the band.
Oh,
My god, I just forgot the name.
Yeah, me too.
They did Eye in the Sky, and great fucking band, prog rock band. But anyway, Tom Mankiewicz is the one who, in an interview, said that the real reason why Kurt Russell, who was set to play the main character in this, Navarro, he backed out of the thing last second. It was very last minute. And the reason why is because he thought this would be like, 3 or 4 weeks shoot in Italy. That would be nice. So, yeah, I'll do this. It'll be fun. Then people start going, well, this could stretch out because there's some problems. We're doing some changes. You might end up having to do reshoots. And it scared the shit out of Kurt Russell, who is still newly involved with Goldie Hawn. And like 3-4 weeks away from your woman, it will go by quickly, but they were talking like 8 months, and it scared the shit out of him. And he was starting to get antsy. He was antsy the whole time.
Well, on top of that, he hated the costumes.
Well, they gave him tights to wear, and that's in his contract. It's actually in his contract that he will not wear tights ever, even though he'll wear really tight pants as Snake Plissken. Have you seen the fucking pants he wore in Escape from New York? They're fucking tight.
And the stocks that he used in Tango and Cash.
Right. So, but it is in his contract. And so he started whining about the helmet. I don't wear helmets. And they're like, what are you talking about? He goes, it's you shouldn't do that if you're starting. He goes, and immediately Donner brought up in defense, well, Kirk Douglas wore a helmet. It was the first thing that popped in his head because he did that movie Paths of Glory wearing a helmet. He was already a star. And so he kind of brought that up as an argument. And what was going on, as Tom Mankiewicz put it, was he was terrified that being gone too long, and you got a woman like Goldie Hawn, that she might get bored or get frustrated with him. And he he didn't feel they had had enough time together yet for him to disappear for 8 months. And so he panicked and he lied and told Donner that, I could get you Rutger Hauer. Well, Rutger Hauer was already on the list. He was one of the people considered to play one of the villains, not the villain, but one of the villains, the soldier that serves under him. Yeah. And so basically, you'll hear stories about this, but really what it boils down to is Kurt Russell was afraid of being away from Goldie that long. He was that in love and afraid of losing her.
Well, so, I for once, I think it was the best move of his part.
I think the movie's better because they had Rutger. I think Rutger is so good as Navarro.
That is true, but I'm talking about the Kurt's life. I think that worked well, very well.
Oh yeah, they got one of the best marriages in Hollywood. So the movie is produced by Richard Donner himself and Lauren Schuler, because originally Alan Ladd was supposed to be the producer on this, but Ladd Company was in financial trouble. So they went straight through 20th Century Fox, and that put Richard Donner in a position of having to be his own producer for the film. And he brought in Laura Schuler Donner, and she was married at the time, but the two of them fell in love while making this. They became best friends, and that expanded even further to where they're in love. And Laura let her husband know that the relationship is over, and he got a divorce, and she married Richard Donner, and she was with him until his death. And he apparently is also the one who secretly helped direct which one was it? The third X-Men film.
Oh,
with the Phoenix.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Because that movie sucks.
Well, he was brought in to fix things, and he fixed them as much as he could. That movie was in trouble. It was in a lot of trouble. So now, what's really interesting here is that they picked a good actor here. Mick Jagger was originally up for that role.
Yeah, but the studio
For
didn't want
play-
him. And I can totally
20th
see
Century
him in
Fox.
that role. Yeah, he would have been
Mhm.
awesome.
Everybody else loved the idea except for
Including Mick Jagger.
Mick
course.
Jagger
He
even
said no.
showed that because he's got like that thick English accent that Donner didn't feel was right for this part. So
Yeah,
he
because they are supposedly French.
He went
he
and
wanted a
switched
more
it off.
European accent, but he said Jagger spoke to him with a European accent, and he was shocked at how good it sounded. So we almost got Mick Jagger in this part, and it would have been interesting to see what he did. We got John Wood, and I think John Wood is a solid actor. I love this guy.
His death scene is fantastic. When he keeps his eyes on her.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I said it. I slipped there for a moment and forgot. There are words to avoid here.
I
You
would
see-
Philippe Gaston.
Philippe Gaston, Etienne Navarre, the Isabeau, everybody's French in this. Except for
So-
the guy that is Italian and dies the first.
And they had another actor, by the way, that was up for this. Originally, he was looking at Sean Connery to play Navarro, and for Dustin Hoffman to play the mouse.
But
And
Did they
it
have the
really
correct
was on the
headpiece?
verge of happening until things fell apart. That was early. I would say right around 1980, 79 or 80.
nah, man, Rutger is the right choice for this.
I think Sean Connery and I don't know, man. I think they would have pulled something off. They would have got somebody a little older to play the Michelle Pfeiffer character. I don't know who. But I think that in the end, this is a really good casting. I know some people were critical of Matthew Broderick being selected to play a Frenchman named Gaston,
It's a
who
fantasy movie.
kind of has a
Really-
New York accent. I'm like, his accent is really thin. I mean, it's nothing like, oh my God, what is his name? The great actor was former Marine. He played the cleaner in Pulp Fiction. That helps him clean up the bloody
Harvey
mess.
Keitel.
Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel in the movie The Last Temptation. Okay, he played Judas Iscariot. Okay, and they're all like, "But what should we do? Oh Lord!" And then Keitel walks in. I'll tell you what we need to do. You're betraying your people. He's got this Brooklyn fucking accent, and it's like, oh Jesus Christ! I love the movie. It's just like so fucking weird to have Keitel in that scene. I think most of the Christians that had problems with the film didn't understand what the film was talking about and what was really going on. That all of it is a vision that is implanted by the devil as the last temptation, as he's dying on the cross, telling him, your father doesn't want you to die. He wants you to have a life, and he shows him the life that he could have. It never happened. Any of the things you see didn't happen. It's all in that instant while he's on the crucifix. So he gets out of the prison. He breaks out through a hole that just was too small for a human to get through. But that's the thing about this character is he can fit through any hole.
He has
Hence-
a
Except
fun line.
for Michelle Pfeiffer's.
Oh, you have
like
to
when-
go in there.
when he drops out of
Oh.
the hole and says it's like being born, escaping your
Yeah,
mother's
it's like
womb.
being-
That was
Yes.
such a fucked up line.
It's like being born from my mother. Oh, why would I bring up that memory? I am so
Yeah.
sorry I brought up that memory.
And he doesn't even know who his parents are.
He doesn't know who his mother is. He doesn't know who his dad is.
The dialogue he's having with God in this is just the funniest thing. That
Yeah, he's
and
always
his
talking to
screwed up
God.
Morals, yeah.
He has these conversations. And when you hear him talking, he's not talking to himself. He's talking to God.
Yeah. making
I like
promises
this
and
scene.
not keeping them and having reasons for it. It's
Because the Lord knows that he is weak-willed.
And there's a moment in here that reminds me of the one of the jokes within the movie, The End with Burt Reynolds, where he's out there in that water, he's weak and tired, and he's afraid that he's gonna not be able to have the strength to make it back. So he goes, "Dear Lord, if you help me make it back to shore, I will give you 60% of everything I ever made." God. And the closer he gets to shore, the lower the percentage gets. Till he gets to the shore, he says, "I'll give you 12%. And if that's not good enough, well, then don't take it. I mean, you gave me this disease."
his moral compass is not pointed north.
And that's what Mouse is. Mouse is constantly bargaining with him. "If you help me out of here, Lord, I will never commit crime." And then he completely, when he finally escapes, he completely reneges on the deal with God.
Yeah.
Goes back to stealing. And this is, there's some things here that you might not catch when he's walking through that courtyard, that he has a woman dressed in a white dress that's covered in feathers, which is a very telling thing about his obsession with her character, because he turned her into the Falcon with his curse, using dark forces. In other words, he's in league with Satan.
Or dark magic, at least.
Dark
No,
magic
with
comes
Satan.
from the devil.
The other
devil.
priest says it. He's in league with Satan. And that's interesting. When he's talking to Matthew Broderick and telling him the whole story, at some point he casually mentions that this bishop has been even denied by the church.
Yeah, even Rome rejected him.
Yes, yeah, so, I assume nobody knows about that, because they wouldn't be protecting him.
And I'm not arguing with you, Pablo. What I'm going to say is, a lot of people don't realize that Martin Scorsese did go to seminary. He had intended to be a priest, and it just wasn't for him. And I understand that.
Yeah,
so I
you've
went to
been
seminary.
there.
Imagine confessing
I'm glad
to
you didn't
Scorsese.
follow through with it.
I went back home for Christmas break, got laid, and went, yeah, I'm not into this priesthood thing. I'm not going to do it. I tend to like vagina a lot more than I like helping people.
Imagine confessing to Scorsese and he's scolding you.
I don't think the film's pretentious per se.
Somewhere on this planet, Gary,
I can understand where you might
is frowning at you for that sentence.
Well, how do I know? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Father Weems is mad at me again. He did not like that movie, and he protested it. But I read the book, and I'm like, it's not. I don't think it's what you guys think it is. So, but there you go. I like girls. Anyway. The other thing that was funny is Matthew Broderick talked about, like, he didn't really pay attention to the script and the description that he was running from a river, having to escape through water, all this water. And he said, I spent so much of the shoot soaking wet, which made it kind of miserable for him. And this is still early in his career. He was not really a movie star yet. War Games started it. Then he did this film. And, but it was the next film, big film that he did that made him a star.
Oh, what was the name of the film he made with the chimpanzees?
Oh, Project X. I love that movie.
Yeah.
We need to do that one. Military Monday. I like that film a lot. It opens with a Peter Gabriel song. Not Shaking the Tramp, sorry. Shock the Monkey.
You see, I feel, I may be wrong, but I feel that the new batch of Planet of the Apes movies, the first one, took a lot from Project X.
Oh, without a doubt. But it also went to this thing where it's like, look, man, we need to explain how this whole thing got started, and not start a film at point C and then eventually go to the creation of the Planet of the Apes. We should just tell it in order. And so I kind of like that first movie, and
I
it's
don't
not like
know.
I disliked any of them. I enjoyed all of the movies, including this latest one.
Yep, I'm with you. And that reboot, oh man, for I think for two
Oh,
or three
that
years, I
them,
said I'm
them
not
dead.
watching that.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that. But it's with Dean Franco. I don't care. You can spoil the surprise in the first movie. But eventually I saw it and no man, this movie's good.
It is, and Franco did a good job in that role. And although I was really shocked that they didn't bring him back for the second film.
Well, you have to assume he died in the first wave.
Well, they could have shown that. But anyway, let's get back to this movie. So he gets captured again because he screws up. He goes to a bar, some of the coins that he stole from one of the other guards after he promised he wasn't going to steal anymore. He's like whispering, I know that I told you I would stop stealing, but you're the one that made me this way. And so he goes there and he gets a little boastful of having escaped. And all of a sudden their black cloaks come off, revealing that they're the Cardinals men. And he's like, oh, shit.
And they say you should have kept shot and in the woods. Yeah.
But lucky for him, Rutger
That's
Hauer
right.
starts shooting them randomly with arrows.
Not randomly.
that-
He shoots the guy in the shoulder who's about to behead him.
I know, but it's still funny because he's like, just start shooting people. And I think it's funny. And you get that double barrel fucking crossbow.
You see at first you think that why doesn't kill anybody, because they all were his men before.
Yeah, well, it's men, yeah.
He doesn't want to kill them.
But he kills this guy because he killed somebody he cared about.
Yeah, the captain killed this other soldier that was his friend,
And betrayed him.
and kill him just
The men-
because he recognized him and said, Captain Navarro, and the other say, did you call him captain? And what?
The men still like him. They are loyal. That's what upsets the new commander.
Yeah, gave him a nice little nick on the cheek there.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't like a really full of action film. There are action moments in it, and they're good. They're greatly choreographed action scenes and the sword play. And I got to tell you, that sword that he carries is fucking heavy. So thank God Rutger's a big, strong dude.
Well, you can see when Mouse is fighting with the sword that it's actually heavy.
Yeah, it's like pulling him and changing his body weight, shifting him forward all the time.
Makes the fights look so much better, though, than had they used lighter weapons.
And of course, Navarro won't let him go. Nope, sorry, pal. You're the only person to get out of that prison. You're going to help me.
And he owes him his life.
Yep, a life debt.
There she is.
And here she is.
I thought you were going to add something to it. That was it. Oh, okay.
No, I said that here she is.
And there she is. All
And
right.
that's Sword handle is the name of the sword, right? It's
I
it's
think
the word
so.
for to handle, two hands in German. Yeah, it's you have to see the cross, the guard, the length of the grip, the length and blade on weight of the blade. Not an easy weapon to use. This. Well, they Navarre had to know that these two were about to betray them.
There's so much going on here. I was having trouble seeing what was what there.
Oh, this is when they get their first lodge in a barn,
And the people
he,
are not happy with them staying there.
I like how the deterrent that he gives to Mouse to not look for him is, if you get close to me at night, I will kill you before I know who you are. But the thing is, he doesn't want to know what happens to him at night.
Yeah, because when they are transformed into the animals, they know they can trust the person who is a human at the time, but they're not really aware of who they are. They're really just animals at that point.
You see that expression in Hauer, that cold, cold rage. I don't think Connery was capable of doing that.
No, he would have played this completely different. Knowing Connery's style, he would have changed a lot of the way the dialogue was delivered. You know, he's that guy that says, "Do you see this? This is my right thumb. It's far too powerful for you. So I'll only use my left thumb." He's really good at threatening people in a funny way.
Speaking of Connery and fantasy, on which regard you hold Dragonheart? I know it's a 90s, so it wouldn't be fit for
It's a
this
film
new
that I
show.
enjoyed. I thought it was good. Not great. It's another one of those films Harrison Ford turned down and it went to Dennis Quaid. They were constant. It's like Dennis Quaid was constantly getting roles that Harrison Ford would turn down.
And thank God for that, man. I don't see Harrison Ford in that role.
He would have been. That's why I'm glad he left, because he understood. Yeah, it's not the kind of movie I should star in.
Oh
Giggity,
man,
giggity.
that first night. A lot of things happens to this guy that first night.
Yeah, well,
The farmer tries to kill. No, he first sees the girl. The farmer tries to kill him, and then he sees the wolf killing the farmer. Man, that's a lot to process in one night.
yeah. And trying to understand why the lady told him not to shoot at the wolf. Like, the fuck, that thing is dangerous.
No, man, the landscape for this movie were beautiful. Do we know anything about the castles and all the things that they show him?
Mm-mm. They did look specifically for castles over there, just for this movie.
I'm just saying, we have a lot of casts in Europe.
Yeah. Oh man, I once, one of my previous bosses. I like the guy very much, but I remember telling me, oh, that he was in his youth, he did a tour for Europe, and he says, there's a bunch of ruins, and I went, motherfucker.
Right? What the hell?
Yeah, ruins, no, rubble. It's more like akin to what he said. You see one, you've seen all. There are just rocks, broken rocks in the floor. Oh, why?
That's just fucking ridiculous. Why would somebody say that?
Oh, hello, Phil. Hello again. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Hollerfield.
Yeah, I cannot forget this movie. This was in fact the last movie that I saw in a it's a drive-in or drive-through.
Drive in, I think.
Yeah,
Or
that
you
was
just drive through is when you just go by to pick up your food.
okay. Yeah, that was the
We
last
wanted
movie
to
that I
go
saw
to
in
a movie
drive-in.
theater like that when I was visiting Gary, because that's definitely high up on our list of things we want to do together. But then there was only one still working, and they had a Harry Potter movie or something scheduled. So we're like, yeah, that's for next time.
Well, maybe that's for the best. You never know if there are vampires in the trunks.
That's right. That's right.
Fucking movie. Oh my god, I'm putting this on screen.
Yes. Pin it to the top, please. That needs to be pinned.
It's pinned.
Good. Oh my.
Oh my.
I'm a little scared, I have to admit.
I just remember to live in that one apartment, I had to be convincingly gay.
Oh
and
yeah.
so my roommate Travis and Travis Smith and my friend Adam, I forget Adam's last name, but Eric Hoover, he's a violinist friend of mine up in Chicago now. Anyway, they sat me down and because I tried to do what I thought would be gay, and they went, "Oh no, you're a bear. You need to be a bear, okay? You need to be assertive." And and they showed me how I needed to act, and that's how I did. And it was.
And you haven't forgot.
I moved into the apartment, and things were going great. And then my girlfriend came over, and we had some hot, sweaty sex, and walked out of the bedroom to go to the bathroom, and there's the landlord getting ready to go up to the roof to put in a motor on the little electric motor for the what do you call that, the spa bath thing with the bubbles, because there was one on the roof. They would have gay parties and shit. Jacuzzi, thank you, jacuzzi. And I just sort of looked at him. He looked at me, and then he looked at the girl, and he looked back at me, and it's obvious what has just happened. We're coming out in a state of near undress, and we're covered in sweat. It's just like, I was like, hey. I didn't know what to say to him. I'm bi.
Like Tim?
I love this castle.
Yeah, the atrium is
Do we know
small,
what
but
I
it's
shot?
clean.
Hold on.
No, I don't have
Okay,
any
this is
idea.
him trying to chop wood with that fucking sword.
Oh,
This
what a bad idea.
sword has been in my family for 5 generations. And he shows what each jewel is for.
And he tells him where he intends to get his jewel to put in.
And by the way, there's only 4 jewels. He says 5 generations, so he's including himself.
Yeah,
that,
but he
he's the
hasn't put
5th
one in
jewel.
yet.
Yep. And I forget, what did he say it was going to be? Oh, I forget what he said. Dang it.
Me too.
Yeah, that is a zwei-handed. Yep. I'm looking for those kind of swords, and they all has the same attributes.
Well, the one castle that I find that's obviously a castle is Castellacquato. That's in the region of Emilia-Romagna.
Okay,
I like this line. Sir, I talk to God all the time, and he's never mentioned you.
Respectfully.
That was so funny. Yeah. He's comedic relief at the heart of the story and has some of the greatest lines. And I don't care that he has a New York accent. Doesn't matter in a fantasy film.
Anima,
It doesn't bug me at all.
I put the word in the private chat so you can say it like it is, and not the butchering that I
Oh,
did.
you were pretty close, Zweihänder. That means you need to work the sword with both your hands.
He throws that thing. And it's like, you just yelled at him for chopping wood. He threw it right into a tree. And it's foreshadowing what he would do later.
Yep. He's good at throwing that sword, just saying.
Oh, I love this one. Yeah, because he has Etienne ties him up because he says, no, I am leaving. I'm not gonna help you. Oh, you're gonna help. So he ties him so he cannot run while he's a wolf. And then he lies to her. No, we're the bishop soldiers. They did this to me.
He is a manipulative little shit.
And when she cut him out, he said, tell him that he ties a hell of a knot.
Yeah, she turns around, I think, to look for the wolf where he is, and turns back, and he's gone, of course. Little shithead.
He ties a wicked knot.
Yep, and she fucked up and knows it. Sorry.
I think my favorite moment, because they always show how he sticks his hand up and she lands on it. And that moment later on after he's, his relationship with her grows as a friend, and he falls in love with her, and fuck, man, he rides up on the horse and fucking, Hawk just starts flying in. He sticks his hand up, Rutger does, and it flies right past him and lands on fucking Broderick's arm. And
Who is
he's
just
like
stretching out because it's the morning and he's just getting up. So all he does is stretch. And the Hawk lands on his arm and he refuses to leave. He keeps telling her, go back, go to your master now, go, fly off.
It's when he calls her Ladyhawke the first time. Go away, Ladyhawke, go.
It's like that scene on As Good as It Gets with the dog. When the Kinnear and Nicholson are coming.
He says it's a trick. I put bacon in my pocket. And even when he gives the bacon to his owner, it still goes to Nicholson.
Remember when he takes care of the horse the first time and calls him a little princess? And Rutger Hauer corrects him that this is a very male horse, and he looks down there.
Yes.
How can you not notice that when you approach a horse that it's male? I mean, it's pretty obvious. And he slips back once and calls her lady.
I know that horse is beautiful. It's a beautiful beast. Not as beautiful as Conan's horse, but still it's a beautiful horse.
It reminded me of those beautiful Nordic horses they used for Kroll.
Yeah. Oh my God, those horses are gigantic.
And it's on the list of some of the fantasy films we're going to do. Because I love Kroll.
It's a pity that it doesn't have Cisco.
Oh, she has been hit.
Yeah. And it's just...
I need you to go to this place. Take my horse. And this leads to one of Anima's favorite stories.
Oh my God, yes.
Because everybody was trained on horses except for Matthew Broderick. He did not know how to ride a horse before this movie. He's from New York. And so go ahead, Anima, tell the story.
Well, Rutger Hauer thought the best way to get the scene done was to slap the horse on the ass. So the horse ran off with Broderick holding on for dear life for half a mile until they could find them and bring them back. He was just trying to stay on top of it.
He went beyond the cameras.
Yeah, way beyond. That horse was running half a mile until they could catch up and make sure he's safe. That must have been so scary. I mean, he's holding that bundle too, so he only had one hand to hold on to the horse.
So it's kind of funny that Rutger did that.
Yeah, he probably realized the moment he did it that
whoa.
too good of an idea.
We're being rated by Mephisto.
Hey, Raiders.
Hey, Meph.
Time of the day.
Meph, let me know if you don't have the link. You should have one, but let me know if I have to send you one.
Yeah, go rate the panel. That would be fun.
In fact, I'm gonna send it, whatever's be the case.
It's so funny when the monk at first thinks that they can eat the bird. And he's like, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, that's not what we're going to do. Then the monk realizes who that hawk is. On one of the videos that we were watching for show prep, the guy was complaining that it should open like a fairy tale, classic fairy tale movie with the whole story of the two of them falling in love and then getting cursed, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, you're full of shit. The monk is telling Gaston the whole thing while he tries to take care of her wound. You get to know everything you need to know. You just need to watch the movie. So, very stupid.
Oh, I just saw the image that Parrot had sent.
Oh, McKinney and Deuce Bigelow.
Oh no,
No, he made our avatars over the heads of the people.
in the
on
posters of
the
Ladyhawke.
He could have used the versions that are on the thumbnail though to have real heads and not my weird little thing.
Wait a minute.
But
Your mouse. Oh, okay.
No, I am Mouse.
That's what I just said. Your mouse.
No.
yeah. I'm obviously the lady.
I love it when you disagree with me and then you're not really.
I thought you were talking to Anima. Oh my goodness.
I am the lady, obviously, you idiot.
Oh no,
He has
the
two.
diva has arrived.
Ah,
Here we go.
By what name are you known? There are some who call me Tim.
And for those that are just getting here, I'm going to play just the opening of our new fantasy film shows.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you,
And to watch the latest Pop Culture Minefield.
I asked Tom, but we could also talk to Mike about doing full on Arnold.
Yeah, I think we have to replace the whole dialogue, so it doesn't.
so it fits, yeah. I mean, everyone
Now-
knows the first two lines in that scene, so it should be okay. And I think Mike can pull it off.
And it has to end without. "Wow."
And yeah, and you know that his parents or grandparents are from Styria, Austria. Because he asked me if I could try and find some information. I only hit dead ends, unfortunately. But I did call an office.
Oh, so
Oh,
we have no
I was
meth,
hoping
and it's
you'd
your
hang out
fault.
with us, Meth.
We are methless.
Yeah, methless. Good night.
Good night, Meth.
Hope to see you on Monday.
All right, here's the movie that got her hired for this. Richard Donner had seen her in Grease 2 and just loved her.
Wow, it's the first time that I
What?
see this. Nobody in my life has said this to me.
I've never heard anybody ever say that either.
It's okay to hate the soundtrack because
Yeah.
he fucked that one up, but the movie's good.
He's Peter Griffin right now,
Hmm.
shitting on The Godfather.
Yeah,
No,
really.
sir, didn't like it. Once he says, it insists upon itself.
Oh, the way she screams when he pulls that arrow out. That is one good scream.
That arrow was too close of her upper part of the lung. that could have ended very badly.
But you know
Well-
that arrow it has at least one thing that it can brag about. It was inside Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it hit her when she was a bird, so maybe that's how it missed the lung.
Mm.
And got shifted when she transformed back. Because she was up and well pretty fast.
Well, and he kind of suggests that we need to wait until she becomes human to try this.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because it's
but
a better chance of
if
surviving.
he extract that arrow when the moment she gets human, that wound would be bigger.
Bigger?
Yeah, but
I don't
he's probably way better at treating humans with wounds like that.
Yeah,
than
besides that's one. I like how they show how quick is Mouse's mind. He deduced that this priest is the one who betrayed them unwillingly. He was drunk at the moment of the betrayal.
That's right.
Because he asked him at the next day, does she know? And she knows what? That you were the one that betrayed him. And the priest goes, oh.
And this is another actor that's he's had the distinction of having worked with both of the Superman and Superman 2 directors. He worked with Richard Donner on 2 films, and he worked with a gentleman by the name of Dick. Isn't his Richard too? But I got to go look it up. I forgot his name now.
Yeah, so all you remember of his name is Dick.
Dick. I didn't have to look it up. I just remembered Dick Lester.
That's how your brain works.
He's the one who took over Superman 2. So,
Deleted
and
scenes
he was
appear.
in the film Help, which Dick Lester directed for the Beatles. And he was the main priest that was trying to get the ring to do the live sacrifice.
Okay.
I can't remember what god they were worshiping, Kali or some shit like that.
Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
Why don't you join us? Matt is too tired. What excuse have you got?
Oh, because he's on the road.
Oh, on the road. Drive safely, my friend.
Or pull over. I drank that whole vitamin water drink. It was really good.
Yeah.
So now I'm poured some tea in the same bottle. So I don't have to. I'm gonna use the cup. Man, I love that tea.
I'm sick of tea after these 2 weeks.
Look.
You look.
No. You don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, but you get to tell us. Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm a strong and independent Latin man.
In a female-only house. The only male beings around you are the cats, and they don't have their balls anymore. Just saying.
Well, you would be surprised. Canelo still has his fighting instinct.
Well, he's from the streets. He's not going to lose that because he snips.
Yeah, you guys look at the screen.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm happy it was Parrothead and not Bob Kijibus. Only
Oh,
God
he would have fucked it
knows.
up.
Only God knows
Yeah.
how could that have ended.
Great. Now you probably gave him an idea. Awesome. Well done, Matthew.
Well, that was a real
I'm
intention of
always happy to
hands-on.
serve, as you say.
One is glad
One
to
is
be of
glad to be of
service.
service. There you go.
Oh man, I love that movie.
There you go. This is what's with all those drones over New Jersey.
Who
They're
is
just
that?
delivering food. Martin, tell her who that is.
I don't know who that is.
We are not US Americans. You keep forgetting that.
You don't know who he is. That's sad.
No?
It's Chris
I've seen
Christie.
Oh,
Uh,
but the
Where would I
face
know
is,
him
is
from?
too elongated. His face is more rounded.
That's because he's eating.
Chris
His
Christie.
mouth is his teeth are spread open with his mouth closed because he's eating all them hamburgers. What's up with that one fucking sandwich in his other hand, or in the right hand? What is up with that sandwich?
Well, that
It's
is
got a
AI.
weird bun, and the bun has like a tumor bun on it.
yeah,
It's not a
great.
tumor. It's
It's
not
not
a
a
tumor.
tumor. It's just a big Chick-fil-A. Imagine if Arnold had played Navarro.
Oh,
Oh, don't see that.
dude, do you remember in the Last Action Hero there are fake trailers that Arnold Schwarzenegger had?
The Hamlet one.
Yes, I will pay to see that movie.
Yeah, I would. Arnold is him. What is it? What
There's
is it? He
something
says,
rotten in. Oh my god,
"Oh my God, what?
the country. What was the country?
Oh, it's Denmark."
Yeah, the narrator said there's something rotten in Denmark, and then you have Arnold as Hamlet chewing on on a cigar. What the fuck?
I don't know
Yeah,
who
that
he's
has to
playing
be a
for it.
cigar.
To be or not to be. Then you see an explosion and said, not to be.
I like your mind.
No, that's in the movie.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, the only
Oh,
problem with
no.
that scene
That
is
monk's
the
castle
music.
is a booby trap, and he tells them after they stepped in the trap.
Mm.
Like they
I know,
they
right?
break through that bridge and it's like, walk on the left side. It's so funny.
We will also be covering Beastmasters, one of the fantasy films.
Oh, yeah.
Another classic from the 80s. Excalibur, we're going to finally do that movie. I love that movie. We're also going to
I've even
do
seen it.
what's that movie called? Fire and Ice. Frank
Mm.
Frazetta and Ralph Bakshi movie. I don't think it's all that good a story, but I love watching that fucking movie. Another great castle used in the film. As that one gentleman you talked about said, ruins of a castle.
Rubble.
Rubble. You mean like Barney Rubble?
No, Bunny Rubble.
Hey, Fred.
I love Barney Rubble's name in German, in the German version.
What is
Because
it in German?
They went complicated because Rubble would be Geröll, but they needed to make it a name, so they called it Geröllheimer. Because Heimer is a pretty common ending of German names, so they felt the need to add that. So he's basically
Geröllheimer.
Rubbleholm or something like that. Geröllheimer, yeah.
And here's again, shooting random people.
So he's doing that. What's wrong with you, man? Yeah, we do a kill count.
There are channels out there who do that for movies.
You
Kill
you see
count.
Rutger, and he's always so intense in his portrayal, and then you tell that the guy was really easygoing and goofy and shit. And it's,
Was he?
well, he made a it was a casting with the uh, lenses with googly eyes. Was it that?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh,
I
ah,
have no
I
idea.
may be confusing anecdotes. I'm all like that.
And this is where he gives him the cryptic message that in 3 days
There will
there
be
will
a day
be
without night and a night without day.
AKA an eclipse.
Yes. And all they need to do is confront him when they're both in their human form to end the curse. Because as the moon covers up the sun, they're both going to be human. And I don't think Navarre believes that it's possible.
Well, if the priest would have said an eclipse, maybe, but he says a day without a night and a night without a day. Dude, you're fucking
he's
drunk.
being cryptic. I know. Overly cryptic.
They probably didn't call it eclipse back then. This is the
Oh no,
Middle Ages,
the
like
church
1300s.
the church has very well documentation about eclipses. Believe
Well,
that.
then
That
the big
church
question is,
doesn't mean people like Rutger
surely
Hauer's character would know that.
they heard of the song Total Eclipse of the Heart, for God's sake.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
I mean, they've heard of Alan Parsons from Alan Parsons Project. They
Dude,
did the soundtrack.
I like that song, Total Eclipse of the Heart, until I saw the video, and that shit is creepy.
Yeah, bunch of
Um,
vampires. He has a vampire.
That
No,
is
is it-
because there's a German musical that's called Tanz der Vampire, Dance of the Vampires, and they use that song for the main duet of the girl and the vampire boss.
No, you haven't seen
That's
the
why.
video of Total Eclipse of the Heart?
No, I just know
Oh.
where the vampire context comes from.
No.
because I'm very familiar
She
with the musical.
in the video, she is a teacher in a all male school,
Okay.
and there are some things implied between her and the students, and I was no, it ruined the song for me forever.
Okay.
What song?
Total Eclipse
Total
of the Heart.
Eclipse of the
Shut
Heart.
up, cat.
Yeah, sorry.
Sick of your cat's opinion on things.
I'm always
What the fuck
feeding
does
her
she
as
know
close
about
to the show as I can. She's
Hey,
never
Helen
just going to
Blaze.
sleep through it.
Yes, that was
That's
Matthew
why you
Broderick.
need to start giving it a sleeping pill or something. Knock it out.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my
No.
goodness.
Dude, I'm not going to do that 3 times
Just
a
crush
week.
it up in the food.
Loki
Knock that
probably told her
fucking
that
cat out.
secret before he died. How to find pills in food, because he was so good at eating his food and leaving the pill fragments.
His
He
last
needed to
thing
get
before he
tricky
left,
this one.
last thing he said to her before he left the house, so he poop on the floor. He loves it.
She's never doing that.
He was naughty. He was a naughty boy.
Loki? Oh, well, hence the
Yeah.
name.
Butt sticking out. He's in the litter box, but he's pooping on the floor. He doesn't know.
That was when he was sick already. When he had aiming issues.
Hey, Adega's in the house.
Hey, Adega.
What's up? What's up, Helen Place? What's up, Adega?
We have a small crowd today. We usually between 30 and 50 on
It's
Saturday.
not as widely loved a film as some of the
Yeah.
Or known.
And then it's Christmas time, so people are probably having family things on the weekends.
Yeah, going for shopping and shit.
Yeah. Speaking of Christmas, don't miss next week's Saturday show. We're going to do a Christmas special.
Of course, the best ever Christmas movie.
The Christmas movie.
Exactly. Die Hard.
Yeah.
I would love to do that movie Fat Man again for Christmas because I
I
love
have
that
no
movie so
problem
much.
with that. My 3 Christmas movies are in this precise order: Die Hard, Gremlins, and Fat Man.
I liked Home Alone. That was one of the first movies I saw in a movie theater as a kid. I think it was the second movie.
I never liked it because I want my cartoons to be cartoons.
I just liked how he fucks up the bad guys. That's
Yeah,
my
but
humor.
at some point, like at the third trap, they should be dead at that point.
Of course, but
This is where he threatens.
Mm.
I just forgot his name. English actor that played the Tipo in Raiders of the Lost Ark and Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2.
Mm.
That's him.
Alfred
This is one of his
Molina.
first films. Yeah, Alfred Molina.
he's
Great
unrecognizable as the wolf hunter here.
No, he's not. I saw him. Oh, that's not Doc.
Oh, I did not recognize him.
Yeah, this movie is rarely shown, to be honest. Helen, please.
Yeah, it's hard to find physical copies of it.
DVDs, yeah.
And nobody's showing it. I went to look for it on channels. Nobody's really showing it. You have to buy it to see it.
Which is probably why not many people know about it to begin with.
And I don't get it. It's a good movie.
It is.
It's okay.
Oh man, and I was rewatching Gremlins 2 last night, and I had forgotten that scene in which the gremlin has Billy tied up to the dentist chair,
Oh,
gets to him with the drill and says, "Is it safe?"
that movie is insanity.
No, that part. Is it safe? Oh.
They had a lot of fun making this.
That movie
mentioned
is
so many movies in that.
Yes, that movie is just a
so
collection
great.
of Easter eggs.
Yeah. I was really hoping we could do it today, but
Oh well. It's still on the pipe.
He's sick. I don't know. We'll do it the week after Christmas.
Yeah, my heart goes to him, and I know how that shit feels.
Oh, don't we all? I'm really hoping it's just a 24
Yeah, I'm still
thing.
not out of the wood completely.
Neither am I. But I have to get back to work on Tuesday.
That first week is atrocious.
I hit my worst point, I think, after 1 week, that weekend. And last night was so bad. It's hitting me in waves. It's so weird. I think I'm getting better, and then it just drags me down again. I'm like, this is taking forever.
The fucking virus is hiding, looking at you. So you're feeling better. Take that.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite aunt, she's my dad's sister. She used to work as a nurse. She's in early retirement now. And she just recently got her first smartphone. So she's all about sending me voice to text and voice messages. And today we had our first video call. And she was like,
here's the scene with here's the scene with the hawk pass over Navarro.
Yeah. No, Helen, please.
Look, he's inside.
It's not the cool 5 RSV. And it's just dragging out.
Oh man!
He's telling him that they hung out last night and went in for a drink, and he's like, "You did what?" not happy with him. But at least he's honest. I mean, it's been 2 years, but I'm pretty sure Rutger has not forgotten what she looks like in human form. So you can't blame any living guy for having fantasies about her. She's gorgeous. You can test for it, and there's even a vaccine for people over 60 and young children and people with a weak immune system.
I like how he invents conversations and messages to pass between the two of them.
Yeah. Well, he knows both of them, so he knows how they would talk to each other, or he can figure out how it would sound like to give them. And just to make them happy, he's giving them these messages. I think it's sweet. He really is the heart of the story. He's not just there to be funny. He's the one bringing them together, essentially, because he talks to both of them. He's the connection that they have now.
Yeah, he's the one trying to keep the hope alive.
Yeah, exactly. And in turn, he gets a father figure, father/big brother, that he never had in his life. He has a place now, something like a home, closest to a home that he ever had in his life.
Look at those landscapes. Well,
Beautiful.
what I'm gonna tell, what I'm telling you, you're Austrian.
Yeah, right.
You live in a painting.
Yeah. I've also lived on the Croatian coast, which is postcard-like. So, yeah. And now I'm in Vienna, which is a postcard in itself, too.
I'm just having a mental image of you on the mountain singing the Sound of Music.
Speaking of mountains, you know, the Germans have a word for us Austrians.
Snot?
Schluchtenscheißer. No, Schluchtenscheißer. That means
Oh.
belly poopers.
They're bad at jokes in Germany.
A big part of Austria is mountains, so that's what they call us.
It's like that time that Robin Williams only one time got invited to Germany to a talk show in Germany.
You didn't like
And the German was like asking questions like, do you think Germany has a good sense of humor? Blah, blah, blah. And he goes, or do you think that we lost our humor? And he goes, don't you know anything about World War II? You killed all the funny people.
Oh my God!
What?
They went to commercial break and he was gone. When
Oh
he
my
came back from commercial, he was gone.
I love
Never
Robin
invited
Williams.
back.
He'll be forever missed.
Oh. Oh, they're trying to make a trap to entrap the wolf, and then put him in a cage so they
Just
can
to make sure they're both in the church at the same time, at the right
Yeah,
time.
because they need an extra day, and Etienne is not having that.
Yeah, well, it takes a couple days, and then the eclipse takes part, and he doesn't want to wait. He just wants to go in and kill the bishop. So they need to trick him into, or trap him to catch him. So just to make sure that they are both there when the eclipse is happening. And the bishop doesn't need to be killed. He's still a monk after all. Person of God.
No.
Oh, shut up, you.
Why?
Rocket Kitty giving her 5 cents, like anyone cares.
I care. I do care.
I know. And she's only talking. Loki was screaming at me in the background. I missed that.
Oh yeah, the ice break. The wolf gets into the ice water.
Yep.
The wolf can't get out because it's so slippery. So they
Mhm.
try to save
And-
him, and what's his name? Gaston falls in, and the wolf claws at him. And I've been there, man. Loki was a year old when I was lying in the bathtub. First, he shocked me. He almost gave me a heart attack because I was living alone again after having lost my back then fiance. So I'm soaking in the bathtub, watching stuff on my laptop that I had in the sink, and all of a sudden, my bathroom door opens. And I thought I had a person in the apartment. In comes Loki, all proud that he opened the door. First time he did it. And then he jumps on the rim of the bathtub because he could hear the foam and he made a noise apparently. So he starts tapping the foam and then he slips and falls in. And I'm obviously naked in the bathtub. So he clawed all over me trying to get the fuck out of the water. Not fun. So I looked like a stone in the next shot the next day. But he's all mad at him and then pushes him back and his shirt opens and he sees all the deep scratches on his chest. And they reveal to him that they had to save him in wolf form because he broke into the ice. And he's very sorry that he did that.
Helen Place. Nice. Yeah, I always love that scene where right as they're transitioning and they reach for each other and it's too late.
It's a one short moment they get to see each other. Yeah. And their eyes are beautifully done. Oh my God. The actors probably hated the contacts that they used, but oh my God. Especially the wolf eyes. They're great. My stepbrother went to Australia for a year, living in a house on the beach because he's a surfer and kite surfer. And he said that was the weirdest Christmas ever. Having Christmas
Barbecue
in
on the beach.
summer. More or less, yeah. Santa Claus comes in swimming trunks wearing a Santa Claus hat, basically.
A
That was
sledge.
really weird for him. Good question. You're asking that me. I have confused in my name.
Someone asked if Austria is like Australia, where the water goes backwards, reverse, in the drains.
No, just the people are backwards here.
Well, I just told him. I said Austria doesn't have running water.
Oh,
fuck you! And goes for the huts up in the mountains. Well, actually, we had a family holiday home. When my mom was still alive. It belongs to her husband's family, and we didn't have running water or electricity there. So it was candles, gas lamps, an outhouse. Gross, fucking gross.
Yeah, Vienna is the really they are the creator of what we call hot dogs today. They like it so much that they changed their name to Wiener.
Actually, since you mentioned,
and now I have the freaking song again.
Shut up, Martin. These sausages that you call Wieners, all of Austria calls them Frankfurter. There you go. No one calls them Wiener.
Frankfurters,
Yeah.
named after Frankfurt, Germany.
Yeah, that's what they're called here. And hot dogs are not really a thing. I mean, you do get them in the sausage places, street food, but they just shove a sausage into a long bun and that's it. Add ketchup and mustard on it and there you go. No sauerkraut or shit like that.
I actually like sauerkraut on hot dogs.
There's nothing.
I've always, as a kid, I hated sauerkraut, but Bavarian style sauerkraut is so much tamer. And I put that, what do you call it? Kielbasa. I fried up some kielbasa.
Well, there's a simple trick to sauerkraut when it's too tart or too sour. You just rinse it with hot water for a moment and you're good. I like to make salad, by the way. Just take really good sauerkraut, mix it with yogurt dressing or sour cream, something like that. Put herbs in there. Really good and so healthy. It's chock full of vitamin C.
See, and stuff like that, like when
All
we're
fermented
married,
food is really good for you.
when we're married, we'll have such interesting meals. Like I'll give you the sauerkraut and I'll just have like something on it, like some meat, the sausage.
Sure. Oh yeah, sauerkraut was...
that was one of the first things you brought up. Like, how would we cook when we lived together? And I'm like,
I still don't know that.
I would just make things a little more friendly and parts of it. And so parts of the meal you would have, and the rest of the meal I would eat.
And I will make things less ready-made meal because I don't like them. You'll end up eating healthier, like it or not.
Man, that guy is tall.
Either you get healthy or I'll kill you. Kill me with love, baby.
I'll kill you with vegetables. There, I said another one of your favorite
Vegetables. Vegetables. I love that. Davies did that story about that teacher.
Oh, yeah.
They were on
That was
tour in
funny.
Europe. And they went for 2 hours on this train trying to get him to say the word vegetables. This guy from
And he was so good at finding other words for that, like greens.
Well, they kept asking, like, well, what do you call greens? And he goes, vegetables. And he got angry.
I wonder what animal was more difficult to film with. The hawk or it was probably a dog. Wolf-like dog. Because they're both easy to train. Not easy, but you can train both of them very well. Their Penny does it right. Hobby kills it, I cook it.
So,
oh yeah, there you go.
Roadkill.
Oh, I'm not hunting anymore. I'm done killing animals. I've killed so many animals in my life. Hunting.
Yeah, and I'm not eating
that
animal, so it's probably going to be me doing the vegetable part and Gary doing the meat part, something like that.
Which part? Which part are you gonna be doing?
Fuck you.
Vegetables.
Shut the fuck up.
I love her accent. My dad would just probably enjoy you telling stories. He would just sit there and listen.
Mac liked it too, because Mac turned to the German that he knew when we were on the floor next to each other when we had that party. And he liked it too.
Yeah, he spent time in Germany.
That's
it's because
why
of him I
liked
ended up
my
hearing
accent,
that song,
I speak
Lemon
Austrian.
Tree.
Hate that song. So
he liked that song Lemon Tree because it was playing all the time over there in the early 90s in Germany. And
they were crazy
he liked
for
it
the
so much he
Beatles,
introduced me to it.
Austria.
No, not Lemon Tree's not from the Beatles. It's not from the Beatles.
Huh? I
it's
thought
from
it was
another
Beatles
band.
too.
No.
The same as
Sting did a cover of it. And I like Sting's cover of Lemon Tree. He did the pizzicato strings and for the rhythm on it. And that's where I started liking pizzicato strings. I just really liked it. I already did like them because I just always loved that syncopated plucking of a violin. It just sounds so cool. I've heard him do it on a cello too, and it sounded really awesome. It's like not quite like a bass, the way they played it.
Cello sounds
because they were playing
awesome.
Because they were playing
is the instrument
diatonic.
of my childhood. My mom played the cello, and she played during pregnancy all the way up until giving birth, and soon after she picked it up again. So when I was in her womb, I was really close to that instrument. And as a baby, she would put me in my bed and then start practicing on her cello. So that's really the music of my childhood, is hearing a solo cello.
I had paused.
I know. I was trying to get to that line. I paused it at the right spot where he says the line "quick and painless." So I wanted to play this because we were talking about it. Are you ready? I was quietly working on this while we were joking around.
Very quiet.
Hey, Claudius. You killed my father. Big mistake.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. And Hamlet is taking out the trash.
Stay thy hand, fair prince.
Who said I'm fair?
No one's going to tell this sweet prince good night.
To be or not to be? Not to be.
I love that
Oh
shit,
my
man.
god.
Dude, I would love Hamlet with Arnold in it. That would just
That
be
is
like so
awesome.
fucking crazy. So this is the scene where he tells the priest, if you want redemption, then you do this. I'm going to go confront the cardinal, and at a certain time, I want you to kill her before she becomes
If the
human.
bell tolls, it means that I am dead and I have failed. So you
Yes.
have to kill her. Man,
This is
damn,
what you consider. Have you considered that this is what God wanted all along? Like, I don't care.
I think I'm so close to doing it.
That is John Wood. He's playing the part of the cardinal, and he was also Professor Stephen Falcon in War Games.
Like you said
Based
in the
on-
beginning, from Falcon to Hawk.
Well, Hell and Place wasn't here then.
oh,
So he missed some of the
Tienes
discussion.
with this sword.
I want to point this out too. I hit pause and it still went too far. I wanted to show his helmet because on his visor, unlike others, those are falcon feathers or hawk feathers on his helmet on the sides of the visor.
Yeah.
That is something he added that's not on the other knights' helmets.
And he's carrying that sword because
See it? See the
yes.
feathers?
Mhm. Because of course Matthew lied to him and told him that the sword was lost during his rescue on the ice.
Oh yeah, yeah. The sword
And of course
drowned
it's
when
bullshit.
he almost died getting you out. Yeah, of course. But they do whatever is necessary to avoid him just going in there, killing or trying to kill the bishop and probably end up being killed himself.
Going on a killing spree.
Yeah.
Well, hell, it's Rutger Hauer. He does that sort of thing.
Oh, well, he only kills 2 people in the movie.
And one of them is a piece of shit.
Both of them are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And the fantasy element of this is there was no armor that looked like these
No.
helmets and stuff. I mean, they're using the square head helmets, famous France, but these visors, there's no such thing as that. There's no visors like that. So that there are fantasy elements of this beyond just the magic. It's also some of the armor design, even though it's clearly supposed to be Europe, France, in the Middle Ages. Not the
Yeah,
Dark
Europe,
Ages,
yes.
Middle Ages.
Oh
The
no,
country
look.
doesn't really matter.
This guy has the same feathers.
No,
Does
he
he?
just has No, he has bars in the front. He doesn't have the feathers.
Bars.
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
Go back. Go back. Let's
Okay.
look. Because this is something that was
Look at-
pointed out by somebody else.
It's
And
RoboCop.
Yeah, a little bit.
I will
Wait.
contact the local rape crisis center.
No,
Wait a minute. I wasn't.
no,
Oh.
this is a TN. This one. Look,
There are
he
no
has the
feathers.
feathers.
No, where do you see feathers? I just see bars.
No, on the left side of his helmet, you can see something. I don't know if those are feathers though on his.
No, those are just pointy bars.
Because they have
Look at Rutger
they
Hauer's
do have
helmet. They are obviously
the other
feathers.
helmets. There are a couple of soldiers that have feathers that go back, like a wing. So maybe he has the same thing. Yes, he's in. You know what's really weird about that? In one of the documentaries we watched about this, the guy brings up The Omen, and I'm like, he's in there for like a couple of minutes. Why are you mentioning that film? There are other films where he had really big established moments in. Why would you bring up that one where he's one small scene? He's the guy who makes the blades. He's the guy who makes the blades that are designed to kill the Antichrist.
Who are you referring to, Kate?
Yes, he's number two. Yes, he's one of the number twos, and he was brought back for the end, and it damn near killed him playing that part, doing those scenes with him. We watched a really good documentary on that series, and it talked about how it took a toll on him. He had a doctor brought on set because it was having a toll on him.
Oh.
Liam McCurran's a great fucking actor. I love him. And I got to tell you, the thing about John Wood in this scene is how stolid he is, even when he has the threat of death.
Humorous,
he knows he's probably going to die. He's very stolid.
And here's the sword.
Yep, he gets the sword, retrieves it, and takes it into him. And right at the right moment,
the bad guys are in white in this, and the good guy, Rutger Hauer's character, is in black. But it's almost always the other way around.
Yeah, like the Chinese.
Well, you know, good guys wear black. Good guys wear black. They used to act, like Butch Cavendish in Lone Ranger always had black on. Nope, sorry. Good guys wear black.
Not in fantasy.
See how stolid he is?
Yep. He probably thinks he's a man of God. Nothing can happen to him. He could be delusional like that.
Oh, and he's wearing a... I forget the name of it. The hood. Usually they're cloth, and I had to wear one because I had a... I hate the name because it always makes you think of the word queef. It's pronounced differently, but it's quaif is what that's called, the chainmail hood, and you wear a cloth.
You don't want your hair to get stuck in there.
Because I made the mistake of putting it on, and I had long hair.
Oh,
I had to get my buddy Aiden, the guy who made the chainmail. He had to slowly, and his wife had to help him get it off my head. I said, "Okay, note to self."
Yeah. Never again. That's a mistake you make only one time.
Note to self: put hoodie on before putting chainmail on head.
And he's oh no, he kills 3 people because he kills the guy that tried to ring the bell.
Oh yeah, right.
But there's another guy rings the bell and he's oh shit. Now Ladyhawke is going to be killed.
Yeah,
he's running out of time.
Man.
And he said the only thing that he said is, "Please make it quick."
Yep.
And now he is really angry.
Nothing to lose anymore. Those are the most dangerous guys to pick a fight with. The ones that don't have anything to lose.
They can still lose the fight.
Yeah, but they go all in. They don't care.
Hey, Peter Bergman's fan side.
Hey, Bergman's girl.
Hello.
Hope you're having a good Saturday.
Sorry, I was looking at something. Vinkman's girl's here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just been
Awesome.
lurking while doing chores.
Lurking in the shadows.
I hope not. I hope she's in a well-lit environment.
By the way, this is me in that armor, and I've got that hood that goes around my neck actually goes over my head. But whenever I had to wear that armor, because that's 60 pounds of armor I'm wearing. It went all the way down to my knees.
You're really a giant in this one.
Yeah, well, you know,
your shoulders.
They built that thing behind me, and I had to duck every time I had to walk to go off stage. Like they thought they made it tall enough. It's like, no, it's not tall enough. And this is a great sword fight, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I really do enjoy it.
All the long shots are gorgeous.
Well, the stabs too. The stabs are spot on. It's like, you know, instead of swinging at air like you're trying to hit the other sword, they're going at each other, and they're really good parries in this. You killed me, and the curse goes on forever.
It's just so well choreographed that they were able to do these long shots instead of quick cuts. They could just let the scene go. Really well.
And he's getting ready to murder him, and then he's behind him right now, and he doesn't know it yet. It just like something makes him turn, and he sees her.
Well, everybody's reacting to her. She's like an angel stepping.
No,
into
the thing
he
is,
looks away.
The bishop sees her.
Yeah, and looks away.
And that's what he notices. Why are you not looking at the guy that is going to stab you? Why are you looking past me? And he turns and oh my God.
And get ready for an awesome murder.
Okay.
It's so cool how he dies. Come on.
Okay. I haven't heard that expression before.
McKern comes in and says, now they can have sex like proper people.
I would ask what's wrong with you, but I know better.
Like the devil said in Devil's Advocate. Oh, there's so many names.
This is wonderful because now that he's seen both of them, the curse is broken. And this is where we get that foreshadowing of him throwing the sword at the tree to keep Matthew Broderick's character. We see him use the sword, and it's so fucking heavy.
He's very good at aiming.
Takes this fucking little man off his feet, and he goes flying backwards into the fucking wall behind him. And the last thing he says is her name.
It's a wooden post, I think, that he gets pinned against.
I'm not sure it was a post or a wall, right? Because it was right in front of the choir.
Was it a chair?
Wood.
I think it was a chair.
Something wooden, because the sword wouldn't have gone into a stone wall.
It's where the altar boys are.
Thank God he didn't hit one of those.
Fuck them.
Oh my goodness. Well,
it's easy to replace altar boys.
Says one who was one.
Well, he knows.
We're a dime a dozen, man. There's always some idiot that says, I'll clean up after church. My funniest thing I ever did as an altar boy was Father Weems fell asleep during prayer. His head was down, and I heard him snoring. And I'm sitting there holding the gold crucifix at the altar, and I just slowly start tilting it towards him. And I bonk him on the head, and I bring it back up, and he looked at me. People in the front were laughing.
Did he scold you for that later?
Yes, he did.
I expect.
I wasn't asleep. I was awake. Father Weems approves of that story.
Does he? I never know.
He still says it. I wasn't asleep. I was praying. I'm like, there's some deep snoring prayer you're doing there, buddy.
Those are Catholic mantras, my friend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's none of that, molesting shit in our church.
He
Just
protected you against the evil nuns, right?
You sound
he did.
disappointed.
He was such a great protector of mine. And him and Father Sikora, Kramer and Ramey, they're okay. Father Kramer is like fucking asshole. Yeah, Father Kramer says, "Oh, guy, talk like this. Bless you, son." Fucking 12-pack of cigarettes a day, smoker. Couldn't genuflect. He couldn't genuflect. And he would just kind of bow. He would go to the end of the aisle and bow. And some of the parishioners, fucking assholes, Karens, thank you. That's what they're called, Karens, complained about it to the Archbishop of the diocese. And he was forced to genuflect despite having arthritis.
That is fucked up, man.
Severe arthritis. And it broke my heart. I didn't like the guy, but I love the Indians. This is such a sweet film. It's a romantic film. And like I said, you almost had Kurt Russell as Navarro instead of Rutger. Rutger potentially is going to be the captain.
The evil captain.
The evil captain. Mick Jagger was the first person approached to play the Cardinal. And I don't know if I know that he was a fan of Michelle Pfeiffer, but if he had gone with his original cast, which was Sean Connery and Dustin Hoffman as Mouse, and Connery plays Navarro, it's like, good luck with that fucking accent. Like, Sean Connery cannot sound like he's from France, or it's like Egyptian standard.
Hello, Highlander. Greetings.
He will have hair the right headpiece, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters,
right?
the hairpiece. You're right. Yeah, and you know that joke I did on that.
Of course, I love that joke.
That fucking routine. That got the whole fucking audience laughing when I got to the end, because they were chuckling at the bit parts because I kept insulting the guys. I'm playing Sean Connery, and this other guy is playing David Frost and doing an interview, and he says, "But I'm sorry, Mr. Connery. Every time you play this character, you still sound Scottish." "Well, of course I do, you shilly poof." "I'm Scottish." "Well, what exactly made you Arab?" He says, "Well, I wore a turban," and he, like, every single character had to do with what he had on his head. Ramius was the hairpiece, and is the hairpiece almost everything except for The Wind and the Lion. And then finally you get to the end that his forthcoming film is the sequel to Malcolm X. It's called Malcolm X II. And David Frost goes, Malcolm 12? What? It's like, and finally he says, "I don't understand. And Michael Caine's going to be in this film with you?" He's like, "Yeah." He says, "And who is he playing?" He's going to play the part of Martin Luther King. He goes,
"What?"
And he says, I don't want to offend, sir, but you know that Malcolm X is black, right?" And he goes, "Well, I'll be wearing a hairpiece." I was like in the army when I wrote that routine. I think I practiced it a couple of times on the guys in the unit.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
They're like, "That's fucked up, dude." But anyway, that was fun. I loved it. We didn't have that big a crowd today, but you know what? I don't care. I like this movie, and I'm hoping others will appreciate our love for it. And
maybe if they haven't watched it and have seen our show, they will go watch it.
Yeah, and I'm going to check something real quick again, because I want to make sure every place where to watch Ladyhawke. And there's rumors they're going to try to remake it.
Oh no!
Leave it
Please
the fuck alone.
Oh,
Leave it the fuck alone. It is available on Tubi for free. It's available on Plex for free. It is on the Roku channel for free. If you want to watch it. Oh, it's also on Fandango Home. You go to Fandango and have a membership. It's free. You can watch it with a subscription with Amazon Prime. It's available for $3.99 to rent on Apple TV and Google Play Movies that they still do. I bought a lot of movies between them and Microsoft too. A lot of movies.
I know it's not popular enough, but man, I would love to have this in 4K.
I hope we get it in 4K. And this is something that Tom and I have complained about. Greg too. We all get in this conversation that physical media should never die, and we should get every film upgraded to 4K.
I wholeheartedly agree.
And they need to stop. James Cameron, you're going to burn in hell for what you've done with 4K releases of your movies with the AI. You fucked them up. You see, because of him, they did I Love Lucy in 4K, and the AI fucked up people in the background's eyes. They looked like all satanic looking. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, but I think the problem is not AI, it's the parameters that they give to the AI to make the upscaling. Because I've seen upscalings made by AI that look good.
So it's not AI, it's the language of
configuration.
AI.
It's the process. It's how they are configuring the process. Because you can keep the grain.
I like AI because it's not what people think it is. The form of AI we're using is not real AI, because AI stands for artificial intelligence, and this is really just algorithms. It's just a series of algorithms. You can't have a conversation with it.
What you're talking about is people think of it like what is known as a general intelligence. These are algorithms, but they are based on principles of artificial intelligence.
You see what's behind me there?
Yeah, I see an Enterprise.
That's my light up one too. I really like it. It sits right next to my giant 3-foot long Eagle from Space 1999
that you refuse to show.
Well, it's broken right now. It got broken when it got brought here, and I've got to fix the parts that were broken. It makes me mad. So I love that thing so much. It was a gift from my buddy Brian. He made that thing from scratch.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe he gave. I told you when he gave it to me, when I finally started going to the door, well, I'm going to go and leave now. I got your Eagle. And he goes, I went, seriously? And I started backing out of the house. Door's open. There's no stopping me once I get out that door. Because I didn't think he was really going to give it to me. He fucking gave it to me. So, but anyway, it's been with me since I started doing these shows, hanging on my wall. And I kind of want to do the same thing with this one, and because it has a little, 2 little eyelet hooks and framing wire for hanging artwork, and I just put a hanger up on the wall and just slide it until it catches, and it's hanging right behind me. I love that thing. It looks gorgeous. And one of the exhaust ports is missing, and I got to figure out where it ended up because it broke off. So one of the next films we're going to be doing is also Dragon Slayer and Legend. Now, I don't know. Have you guys, Martin, have you seen Legend or Dragon Slayer?
I have seen Legend. I have not seen Dragon Slayer.
It's a great little film. Lucas' first movie with Disney. I couldn't believe they put a film out like that because it's dark. But that's what they did. And don't forget, during shows, guys, it's stuck to the top there. If you give a tip, whatever, just the tip. I should call it that, just the tip. And I will act very gay for you.
I was hoping somebody would do it, but we didn't have a big enough audience.
Okay, now I'll just start talking. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it for free.
I don't want to see that.
No,
Unless it
the
brings
way
some benefit.
I can flame. I'll tell you right now. I know how to do it. It was so bad when I would do it when I worked at this nursing. It wasn't a nursing home. It was for developmentally disabled people. It's called a group home, but it's built like a nursing home. You have wings. You know, you got to do food. And when I was doing the lunch or dinner, I'd just be walking around. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it for free. I'll do it after the show. I'll let you hear how I do it. And the people thought I was gay, and I was dating two of the women that worked there. And I'm like, how is this rumor? It went around that I was gay because of the way I acted. I was so flamboyant during dinner because I thought it was fun. It was fun to do. It made the residents very comfortable, and they'd chuckle when I would say things to them. I don't know. I miss that stuff. But anyway, that's it. We're done. 2 hours and 53 seconds. I don't want to go a second longer. Oh, whoops, I did.
you did it again.
Let's get up.
You keep doing it.
I know.
Stop it.
Yeah, ever
But I
since
had that
PGRA
reputation.
dropped us, he's back to the endless goodbyes.
I have a reputation for also being a procrastinator.
Allegedly.
Oh, no. That's not allegedly. You are.
You take a hell of a long time to say goodbye.
Oh, Bongino wants to tell you something,
Listen, fuckwad, so you can shut the fuck up, okay?
Oh, the truth stings.
All right, guys, we're the hell out of here. Thanks for being here today. I want to thank War Monkey was the first one in the house. It was good to see him. Penny was there. Parrot Head, Pablo Papano was here. Let's see. What is this? Is that no? That's a German word, right? You're not giving a name.
Yeah,
to
that's
somebody,
the one
right?
you wanted me to say, but he said it before, and he almost got it right.
Oh, okay.
That was very good.
So,
That's the start that
Hell
you
in
need 2
Place.
hands to work it. Zweihänder.
Yeah. Hail in Place, Mephisto, our dear friend. Deleted Scenes, another good friend. Adega Outlaw is here. Gate of Marvel. And of course, Vinkman's Girl, Peter Vinkman fan site was here. Thank you all for being here. It was great seeing everyone. Great chat today. I love looking over there and seeing some of the comments. Like I missed this one here. What's this? My late father-in-law would have loved you. So he likes assholes. Is what it is. It's like I don't know. It's kind of a club. We all know each other. What's up? You know, we just do that.
Oh my God.
We see each other. We all. It's like you look over and you look around the room. You go, okay, that guy's an asshole. I know he is. You go, hey, what's up? And you go, the head bob shows that you're an asshole. So I'm an asshole, world's biggest asshole. I love that song. So once again, thank you, Parrot Head, for this one. That was funny. And he put my little head down there on the one down below. You know what, Parrot Head? I will send you graphics of everybody's heads.
Oh my God! No.
Fucking
Don't
make
do
your
that.
just start doing it. Parrot Head, I want you to do it. I think your shit's funny.
Oh,
I love what
God.
you and not War Monkey. I'm sorry,
Monkey Jeebus.
Monkey Jeebus do with
That
those
was
fucking
Jeebus
things.
for
They
you,
always make me chuckle. And Anima, I know it's funny when Anima goes, I don't like that. It's not funny.
Hey, be fair, Gary. Jeebus did some fucked up shit with my
And it just makes me giggle even more.
Dude, the last face swap that he did with you, that shit is the fuel for nightmares.
The one that killed me early on, he did this one from Brokeback Mountain that had me behind Keith. Keith just shook his head and I'm laughing. I find that shit funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, after 2 of
Anyway.
you, Keith is a grown-up.
Yeah, did you still have the baby Keith?
You've learned that that's not true. He can be very juvenile.
I know.
You still have the baby Keith?
Somewhere. I'll find it. I don't know what happened to it. I'll look for it. I'll look for it tonight because I love that video because it's just basically Keith and me. I mean, it's in that video. Hold on.
And here we go. 5 minutes into another endless goodbye.
No, Martin said something, and so I feel.
You always blame the others. Hashtag blame Martin.
He feels compelled.
I know.
Compelled
Dog with a
to.
bone. I know.
Because it's in our. I got to go to our studio real quick, and then
No,
I'll find
no,
it for
I
you.
don't.
Shut up.
It's not
You started
there.
this
You
shit.
shut up.
Yes, it is there. It's in one of the videos, and I know where it's at. I know what to look for. Oh, thank you for calling. My name is Todd. How may I help you today? Where are you from? Sunny California.
Yeah, I'll never forget one of the first times that I had to take over the phone because my colleague wasn't, he's much better now because I practiced with him, but his English wasn't too good. So he answers the phone and then looks at me and puts the mouthpiece into his shoulder and says, "Can you take this? It's in English." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Wait, I'm fine." So I take the phone and I say, "Hello, how can we help you?" And he speaks this Indian English because one of our call centers is in India. It was so difficult to understand that dude.
That's crazy.
He didn't use a fake English name though, because it's not something we do, give our names. But I was like, oh my God, fuck that.
Yeah, one that cracked me up was I had this woman, and she said her name was Susan. I'm like, your name is not Susan. Your name is something like Vijay, Sanjay, or Dinesh.
You're assuming too much. It's possible, you know?
It's not their fault. They're told to do that shit. Well, I thought that it's the promo video we did that has that in it.
Oh, well.
Found it. Found it. There we go. I found it. I'll share it with you here in private chat. Copy video. It's in. Oh, no, that's not it. Paul didn't like that. He says, if you need a British accent, I'll do it for you. From what is his show?
I don't know.
Spoilers. Something spoilers.
Heavy spoilers.
Heavy
You
spoilers.
mean that one? Yeah.
He put me in the hospital once because I was so focused on him. I thought I overdosed on insulin because it's so compelling, his video. And, he's been on the show a couple of times, and he's, you saw what he did the other day when I said something to him. And I said, yeah, one of the things about you still hang out with Keith and me, you haven't gotten a big head, because he's had over 1 million subs and just a big show. And he's like, when he responded to me, he says, really, you should check with my agent before you respond to me on Twitter.
Yeah, it was funny. You showed me that.
Oh my God, Paul's funny as shit. So, but anyway, here's that video. Well, I thought this was the video, but I don't think it. Now I think it's not. I got to find it for you. So we're out of here. I'm going to end the show. So everybody have a good Friday. Don't forget, or Saturday. Don't forget that we'll be back Monday to talk about what? What are we talking about?
Entebbe.
Radon Entebbe.
Oh, Entebbe. Yeah. Okay. Entebbe. Gotcha.
He's never forget
it. Well, don't forget to feed your piranhas.
Piranhas? Don't forget to put on your pajamas. Brought to you by
That's all, folks.
Y'all come back now.